Evolution is frequently described as intelligent. This planet would suggest otherwise. Over millions of years, one species on Orthea Minor pursued a singular evolutionary ambition: to become increasingly visible. And against all ecological logic, it succeeded.
Intellestelarium Archive, Sequence 449, Theta, Post-Extinction Data Recovery.
I still don't understand why they place repair systems outside the ship. This design continues to feel counterproductive. Hello, Crumpet. You continue making significantly more sensible decisions than most known civilizations. In any case, let us return to the Hamacucko lineage. The earliest Hamacuccos were sensible organisms, known today as the threadbare Hamacucko, Homo imitatus rudis. This represented the evolutionary high point of the lineage. The fungal coverings solved several important biological problems: moisture retention, scent masking, thermal regulation. And critically, they were not decorative. Predators struggled to distinguish them from the surrounding ecosystem. Evolution had accidentally produced competence. For several million years, the lineage remained remarkably stable. At first, the changes were minor: small visual variations, distinctive woven markings, harmless social differentiation. This is generally how catastrophes introduce themselves. The lineage gradually evolved into the pattern weaver Hamacucko, Homo imitatus textor. Their woven garments now display age, lineage, skill, mating viability. What began as camouflage slowly became communication. The species had discovered social recognition. Nature has rarely recovered from this development. Individuals with clearer visual markers reproduced more successfully. More elaborate patterns attracted mates faster. Prestige became biologically useful. Over millions of additional years, visibility continued increasing across the lineage. Unfortunately, recognition is a universal system. A signal visible to mates is also visible to anything else possessing eyesight. The ecosystem adapted immediately. The Hamacucko did not. The species had now fully emerged as Homo imitatus. By this stage, survival itself had become secondary to presentation. The garments no longer provided protection. They provided identity. The Hamacucko had transformed clothing into biological architecture. For millions of years, prestige signaling continued intensifying across the lineage. For millions of years, appearance became increasingly important. The average Hamacucko succeeded through style. Garments became symbols of status, then symbols of desirability. Eventually, local carnivorous flora developed a preference for solitary Hamacuccos seeking romance. many found only their final date. The highest social caste became known as the crown-weave Hamacucko, Homo imitatus regalis. This is where evolution stopped optimizing survival and began optimizing perception. For millions of years, the escalation continued. The final evolutionary form became known as the beacon Hamacucko, Homo imitatus clarus. Visibility was no longer a strategy. It had become morality. Courtship rituals became highly efficient. For the predators, the species solved social invisibility. They abolished ecological invisibility shortly afterward. The audience was large. Not all of it was relevant. The extinction of the Hamacucko lineage was neither sudden nor mysterious. The process unfolded gradually across geological timescales. It was brightly illuminated. Evolution does not reward fashion. It rewards temporary reproductive success. The Hamacucko achieved extraordinary social visibility. Unfortunately, the predators noticed.